my god. Wait, we gotta do this over again, wait.
Baby, don't let me go, babe. Baby, don't say no, babe. Can't nobody know, keep it between us.
Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Musette and welcome to my channel. So today, you guys are on my channel or my video because you either like me, like my hair, like my eyes, my eyebrows, my lips, whatever. But most importantly, you guys are here on this video because you want to know how to transition to natural hair. And who better to learn from than me, who has 100% natural hair? Who else? So if you're watching this video, you probably are in the middle of transitioning right now or just watching my video because you like me. Whichever one is fine. But if you are in the problematic transitioning level right now, then I have some tips and tricks for you to get rid of the dead, relaxed split ends. Now when you're transitioning, your hair is going to look a mess. You can't expect it to look its best if you're not going to do anything with it other than just washing it and going. So the options are to cut your hair or not cut your hair. I cut my hair obviously, and now I got blessed with curly spiral, curlies, and I have no more split ends, dead ends, relaxed hair. It's all 100% natural. But if you don't want to cut it, here are your options. Your first option is to let your hair grow out a little bit, and then as your hair is growing, you can cut off the dead ends, relaxed parts, whatever. But make sure you do this as your hair grows so that you're not cutting it short all at once if you're not ready to cut it all at once. If you're ready to cut it all at once, girl, what are you waiting for? If you're transitioning and you don't want your relaxed ends or dead ends to show, you can always put your hair in poetics, locks, and what I've seen some people do is they put their hair in perm rods, which is just gonna blend the hair all together and make it look like one texture. And you can also do Bantu knots. Whichever you guys prefer is your choice. So when you're going to natural, it's going to be a whole new field. It's very difficult, I'm going to say, at first to adjust to what you need to do so that your hair does not get ruined again. Because our hair is very special and it needs love and care, but not that much love and care to where it breaks off again. So that's why it's important to know your porosity of your hair. And what porosity is, it's the ability that your hair has to absorb moisture or does not absorb moisture. So if you have high porosity, you have high moisture in your hair. Your hair can absorb all the moisture at once. If you have low porosity, your hair needs a little bit of extra taken care of. So whenever you have low porosity, you need to deep condition. Deep conditioning with heat, like sitting under one of those circle things, I forgot, dryers, is going to allow your hair follicles to open up and absorb the moisturizer that you're trying to put in your hair. If you're just using heat like hot tools, that's bad. If you have low porosity, use moisturizers that are water-based. Water should be the first ingredient that shows up on a moisturizer. Whenever you're transitioning and going into the natural hair, you need to be gentle with your hair. What I do is either I wear a wig and I just braid out my hair and let that sit there for about a week. And what that's going to do is allow my hair to just sit there and grow. The best thing to do is find a go-to hairstyle and leave it. Either if it's cornrows, a braid updo, you know how you have those braids and the updos. You can get, I think the best thing to get is box braids. So a lot of people say to wear a hair cap at night whenever you're sleeping, but I don't think that's necessary as long as you have a satin pillowcase so that your hair is somewhat protected during the night whenever you're sleeping. If you're like me, it doesn't matter if you have a satin pillowcase because you're a wild sleeper and you're just going everywhere at night. The pillow just ends up on the floor anyway. So to each its own, do what you need to do. Either you get a satin head wrap and a pillowcase or just get the pillowcase. Deep condition and use hair masks. Use that once a week. I would choose Wednesday, maybe in the middle of the week, to use your hair masks. I recommend that if you are transitioning, you don't set a date, you just go with it. So you can tell yourself that you want to transition for 6 months to a year and 6 months. But just don't set a date until you are ready to cut your hair, because you will never know exactly when you're ready to cut your hair. So it's better just to sit there and see how the process is going before you actually make a big move. You need a regimen. So that means you're gonna need a shampoo without parabens, no sulfates, like a natural shampoo, you're going to need a sealant so that you can lock in the moisture. So that's an oil. I suggest coconut oil, jojoba oil, rosemary oil, mint oil, any type of oil that there is, you can put it on your hair. Olive oil is a really handy one that everybody has in their cabinet. And then what I do is I use a leave-in conditioner, which I use As I Am leave-in conditioner, and I just put that in my hair all the time. So while transitioning or having natural hair, it's totally fine to wear weaves as long as they have a closure, because if you're wearing weaves that you need a leave out for, you're just going to damage your hair even more, because you are applying heat to the part that is coming out of your head to go over the weave. While transitioning to natural hair, that is basically the time that you see that if you can handle your hair or not. A lot of women have trouble handling their hair most of the time because they wear wigs or weaves or just braid it, and they don't really mess with their natural hair a lot. So if you are wanting to be natural, make sure that you can actually handle your hair. And I wouldn't say go back to a perm. I'm not saying to go ahead and just flat iron your hair all the time, but just kind of learn how to work with your hair. YouTube is here. People like me are here to help you, girl, if you do not know how to manage your hair. The best advice I can give you is to find someone that has a similar curl pattern to you and start watching their videos so that you can learn how to do hairstyles, braid outs, maybe even a cute puff once in a while. But make sure that, like I said before, that you know how to take care of your hair so that you do not go back to a perm. So that's all the tips and tricks I have for you guys if you're trying to transition to natural hair. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys are going to start your natural hair journey, I hope that you work hard towards your hair, you love your hair, and you treat your hair like a baby, because it basically is a baby. Whatever you do, do not backtrack, do not give up, do not go back to those perms, girl, because just don't do it. See you guys later. See you in the next video.